While I have no need to eat, I still sit at the dinner table. What would happen if I placed a giant magnet?
A little trick. Swallow my exhaust. A little trick. Good, damn. Like a lion. Eliminate target. Barrage.
Don't act surprised. It's just another day on the job.
Join with us, comrades. Sharp fang. The light that illuminates all.强梁既出，王有不为。
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
Ah, you've made it in. Actually, the lock opens to any code, but the ticking timer on it, that's what gets people scratching their heads.
It seems you can use a hand, especially one with a blade.
Did the show begin? Excellent. Get ready to step onto the stage.
And you had a good point.
Liberato dalla paura.
No other study could show you this. Behold.
Wait for the right moment.
And-
Into the darkness. It will be over before you
Taking
feel
another
it.
look?
Non voltarti indietro.
And you had a good point. The benefits of field mapping. Calculating distance. Confirm the coordinates.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cerchi.
Did the show begin? Excellent. Get ready to step onto the
It'll be
stage.
over
The
before
benefits
you
of
feel
field
it.
mapping. Behold.
Liberato
No
dalla
other
paura.
study could
Non
show you
voltarti
this.
indietro.
The benefits of field mapping. Calculating to confirm the coordinates.
Yes.
Ah, you've made it in. Actually, the lock opens to any code.
Essaye donc de te cacher de neuf par Dieu. Our Neville,
Oh, heed my prayer.
devour it all.
In the name of darkness. Be gone. Bloody hell.
Our mind never. Our mind.
Your punishment will come.
Advice from the forest.
Neville, our Neville.
Good. Heed my prayer.
Devour it all.
No need to look back.
Get back and stay back. Climb up.
Light.
Neville, our.
Oh, I call upon you.
The stars are within your reach. How about you treat us all to some snacks? A bold attempt. In the name of darkness, Luke will fulfill your ending. Devour it all. Your punishment will come. Clothed you with the armor of the forest. Let me. Get back and stay back. Yes, grand. That's agreed. The stars are within your reach.
You're not half bad.
This isn't as tricky as I thought. All I have to do is tackle the problem in front of me.
Straight to the point. I like that. Into the
And you hype a good point.
It will be over before
The
you feel
benefits
it.
of field mapping. Behold.
Annoying bugs.
Wait for
And
the
you hype a good point.
Liberato dalla paura.
Taking another look. Confirm the coordinates. An academic.
Into the dark.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold. And your hypothesis. A good point. The benefits of field mapping.
Foolish!
Yes. Great.
Ferrofluid, a substance that's fluid in form and constant in its magnetic nature. As you can see, no matter how I shift and change,
Let's kill time together. Oh, hi. You have another. Keep calm. Faraday's miracle. Intersect and divide. How troublesome. Freaky donut. Barrage. The light that illuminates all. I, Robot, child of science. Oh, hi. Dark embrace. Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
Ah, you've made it in. Actually, the lock opens to any. While I have no need to eat, I still sit at the dinner table during our 10 minutes.
Yes, that's right. Given the helicopter malfunction, we would be hard-pressed to make any movements unless absolutely necessary. We still have plenty of resources. We're prepared for the long haul. No Foundation armed forces have yet appeared. I suspect the King George V coast is not their first landing choice. Victoria Land. Isn't that near? Yes, understood. We are on high alert. No suspect will be spared.
All that chatter, yet you didn't report the thing most worthy of reporting. Am I so trustworthy?
You are disarmed with no locator and no backup. It would be redundant to report you. There's no need to disturb Father with such things.
Redundant, useless information, like the hundreds of millions of possible combinations of the Enigma machine that are discarded once the code is deciphered. Anyway, are you certain there's no room for a deal?
No deals for captives.
A soldier's loyalty should be unwavering, no? Then why did you turn to Manus Vindictae?
It's none of your business.
Touché. Did the other soldiers agree with this decision? No need to tell me. Your silence is answer enough. Those who were loyal to you stayed, and those who weren't were exiled. While I'm sure you have a trustworthy team, you must have suffered a significant loss to your manpower.
So you're here to listen to music, huh? My father would appreciate this record. Given this is the only thing with you besides your expedition gear, it must have something to do with your purpose here. I assume the LSCC has made another development, but I wonder how many sacrifices have been made to get to this point. And what will these sacrifices get you this time? The expected results or an unexpected failure? I am on the edge of my seat.
Then I assume you're able to accurately predict the consequences of all your actions? So, where do you predict this decision will take you? To wearing their mask and losing your sanity? To screaming and gouging your eyes out? Or are you planning to play the loyal Manus dog, helping them bring about one storm after another until every one of your rivals has been washed away?
I don't think pissing off the rebels was on the mission brief. Boss!
Your actions are poised to undo all your past efforts by your own hand. I'll admit, I'm no tactician, but as a researcher, I can see the logic in this choice. Were my experimental method to be proven wrong, I wouldn't simply give the entire project up. I'd adjust the variables and change my method. As a new Laplace member said, there are no wrong projects, only rules that have not yet been made reproducible. Every researcher will inevitably experience many failures. We just brush ourselves off and get back on our feet. Or are you hiding behind your military orders to absolve yourself from making decisions? Is that why you're hiding here on this coast right now?
Well, guess that ship has sailed.
Intelligence has confirmed that the Foundation's fleet is coming from the Ross Sea. Presumably, that's the area of operations. There is only one transport helicopter, but the journey is traversable for a well-trained team.
Well, looks like this mission is a great big fail. Least we can have one last chocolate MRE before we're toast. Do you want a piece, boss?
Thank you. But chewing isn't in my repertoire. It doesn't matter how ready to eat the meal is.
Mr. Ulrich. How much do you know about Manus Vindicte's plans in Antarctica?
No deal made, and you still want some info. Is this how Zeno trains its soldiers?
Honestly, I've never been much of an interrogator. But before I pour you into Terra Nova Bay, I have to know who or what is behind your mission here.
Wait, what?
Sergeant Whitegloves, Sergeant Frickman. Take him back to the old building in the station. That will be a more suitable location for interrogation.
Wait. You don't know what you're doing. You're making a huge mistake. Improvised speeches never really were my thing. Negotiations have failed. Guard!
Watch your step!
She's a tricky one.
Hey, give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination.
Loading.
Please, allow me. Stay back, I say!
Lieutenant, sorry we're late.
Actually,
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
situation's critical. Do I have your permission to use?
So close to death, yet you're still in the mood for chit-chat.
This emergency intercom has a direct line to our commander-in-chief. If I press this button, our mission will fail. But it'll also send our coordinates to him. And we both know what'll happen after that.
What are you waiting for then? Press it. We're ready. Sergeant Whitegloves, Sergeant Friedman, please wait outside. I would like to have a private conversation with our guests.
This is...
the aftermath of Manus Vindictae's actions. They have slaughtered researchers from stations across Antarctica. Most died immediately, while others were taken to their base. They didn't tell us why. These are the people we found who were still breathing.
Are they all humans?
For the most part. There are some of our kind, too. When we first arrived in Antarctica, we were hit by a blizzard near Manus Vindictae's base. We lost some of our men in it. By the time we found them, they had all suffered serious mental breakdowns. Father promised us a shelter. But now, everyone in Andrea's team has donned the mask and become a mad follower of the Manus.
I know how it feels to lose your comrades.
All right, I'm putting all my cards on the table. The current situation isn't good for either of us. We need to trade information if we want to stay in the game.
Turn away.
Ah, you've made it in. Actually, the lock opens to any code, but the ticking timer on it, that's what gets people scratching their heads. Most locks with the timer attached have a self-destruct program, you see. One wrong try, and you're locked up.
That's odd. Are we lost?
My team reached the outer perimeter of the ruins twice. The entrance should be right around here. Sorry, Merton. The terrain here is nothing like I remember.
Just so you know, I've lost all radio reception from the Foundation.
No signal, no landmarks, no working compass, and the terrain doesn't match what's on the map. What should we do now, Timekeeper?
My watch is not for dogs. Give me that. Shoo, shoo.
I have an idea. In fact, the answer's right in front of us. Shh. Watch. Dr. Doris's stethoscope. Huh, you're right. It's been staring us right in the face. The sled dogs are canines after all. They should have a sensitive sense of smell. Yes, if we give them a moment to smell the stethoscope, they may be able to track down the scent left on it. Let's hope it works.
They smelled something.
Hop on their backs.
We made it. This is where my team went before.
The guide appears, then fades from human sight. If the devoted journey, let their songs unite.
Matu was right. The Mother Spirit was right. Oh, it was the right decision to join you.
Where are we? A labyrinth in a valley?
Relay believed that these were the only outskirts of the site. She said that if we pass through the valley, we might even find the real ruins of a temple, or a city even. Look at this stone wall. There are excavation marks on it. We ran into an abnormal whiteout last time. It was too dense. We couldn't make out any details.
I've never seen this kind of rock before. Is it some kind of fossil?
It's Toliitic basalt. It forms at mid-ocean ridges, down at the bottom of the sea. Look at the geometric pores and the golden mineral veins. If Frile were here, she'd call it a miracle. A once in a 425 million year occurrence. Frile. She would have been so excited to see this, even if it is only the size of my palm. That's why she joined the expedition.
Timekeeper? Not an illusion. I read about this typewriter in the file. Miss Whiterum and Nala also mentioned it. That's right. This is Dr. Doris's typewriter. Another one of her belongings. Is it too coincidental to be mere chance? What's this all over it? Scale powder? Blood. It's dry. Whether these were left intentionally or not, this proves that we're heading in the right direction. So much blood. She may be injured. We need to find her as soon as possible.
What do we do now?
Think positively. Perhaps they'll just get there before us. Let's go after them. Wait! There are critters hiding out nearby. There they are. Timekeeper, watch out!
Guys?
Yes, Nautica. We noticed it too. This is the 6th time we've passed this stone wall.
It might even be more than the 6th time. We walked for 15 minutes before we realized we were going in circles. I'm afraid we have to face the fact that we're trapped in this labyrinth, Timekeeper.
Just like in the legends. The Black Forest, the Demon of the Crossroads, the Twilight Loop.
Well, wait, Miss Amundsen. We need to think dialectically. Let's not jump straight to evil spirits. It could be the result of some kind of arcane skill.
I had the same thought, but I don't sense any arcane fluctuations around here. That said, Miss Radio and the sled dogs couldn't just vanish into thin air. There must be a hidden exit, or something else at play here.
Let me give it a try. I may not be an Arcanist, but we human explorers have our ways. My grandfather taught me how to tell the directions using a watch and the position of the sun. I have his watch right here. I took it with me. Let me see. What was it again? Point the hour hand towards the sun and bisect the angle between the hour hand and 12 o'clock to find the south. Wait, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it actually points north. Thankfully, we aren't in the polar night yet. We still have the sun in the sky. There's no sun.
Manus Vindictae's ritual is affecting the day and night cycle.
Don't worry, Miss Amundsen. There must be another way. Timekeeper, I suggest we try to exit this area first.
Agreed. We can't afford to risk any more time in here. We're back at the beginning again.
I've been keeping an eye on the sled dog's footprints. We've been following them all this time, yet we still seem to be going in circles. How did they disappear, along with Miss Radio?
Is this a trap? A trap that only lets dogs leave? I don't want to be stuck here forever. ruins are just behind the pass. They're so close. Is it really impossible to get there? But Matu told me that it's different this time. This is the closest I've ever been. Across this land, the Mother's light is sown, and through all things, her spirit clearly shone. This is what I came for.
The sled dogs followed Dr. Doris's scent from the typewriter.
That's right. And the direction of their barking is consistent. So, unless the labyrinth has been designed to carry sound in a particular direction, they must have made it through to the other side, where the ruins are. Which means Dr. Doris must have made it through the labyrinth too.
Exactly. Although we can't be sure whether she was guided here. Let's assume that she was alone.
Then, despite the fact that she's blind, somehow she didn't get trapped by these stone walls.
This Dr. Doris you're looking for, she's blind?
Yes, she always covers her eyes with a patch or bandage.
Through Giant Mother's bones, the path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made. The blind seer walks, and we her path do take. For all will shift in the Evernight's wake.
Are those proverbs from the legend of the Mother Spirit?
Yes, they are.
Could this folktale from your hometown actually derive from reality?
Even in my hometown, many people think this proverb is an expression of the people's want for spring after the long polar night. But I've always thought that there is something else behind it. You see, the blind Dr. Doris wasn't trapped, and the dogs who followed their noses also made it through the labyrinth. We looked around this labyrinth. We looked for landmarks and for clues. We even looked for the sun to guide us. We looked. That's the difference between us and them. We've only been using our eyes.
Are you saying that...
Maybe, if we close our eyes, the true direction will be revealed.
Close your eyes, Vertin. Only when your eyes are closed will your mind open up.
It's worth a try. We don't have any other ideas at the moment. We trust you. Are you ready to walk in the darkness, ladies?
snow here feels different. It's harder than the last path we were on. I don't think we came this way when we were following the dog's footprints, did we?
Basalt, stone walls. A path that can't be found with open eyes. I see it now. The designer of the labyrinth used these stone walls to create an optical illusion. We missed this entrance over and over again.
Right. Even if the dogs hit into a wall, they could still follow the scent. Of course! The Mother Spirit is always right. I think I see her. What do you see, Vertin?
No. No. It's gone.
Take my hand, Timekeeper.
Miss Bird? What is the answer that you're searching for?
Footsteps? Timekeeper? Mr. Netto? Miss Amundsen? Is that you? Oh, thank goodness you're here. You have no idea how many times these reckless dogs almost flung me off their backs.
Miss Radio.
Oh, Miss Radio. Great. We did it! We made it out of the labyrinth!
Where are we?
Frile. I made it. I found it. It's real. The Mother Spirit does slumber far to the south. I made it. I found it. We should keep moving. I have a feeling that all our questions will be answered once we pass through that gate.
Congratulations, you cleared the stage. Though I hardly thought it'd take you so long. The answer was right in front of you the whole time. Just cover your eyes. Funny, you had to do the very thing the enemy wanted you to. That was your third lesson. Hands serve to control. As for the first and the second, well, you've already seen the digestive and excretory systems. Save us both the time and look over your logs if you're curious. Back to the topic. You almost died in there thanks to the false intel from your eye scouts. Luckily, Brain Command reacted quickly enough to prevent the worst from happening. You better set a second in command to avoid this kind of thing happening again. The ever-beating strategic center, the hub that every drop of blood must pass through. The violently beating when agitated. The most reliable organ, besides the brain, because it has to be. If only it didn't have a mind of its own. That'll surely lead to destruction, whether it beats fast or slow. It wasn't my intention to talk like a Renaissance artist. But when you reflect on Michelangelo's painting on that grand ceiling, there's no choice but to do so. The key to creating life could be either the Hall of Wisdom or the Land of Birth. So, you should understand art a little better now.
Raiders out. No solar contact. Targets eliminated. We got them.
Good work, everyone. But let's not start celebrating yet. The ice is getting thicker. We're entering an ice zone. Notify all bridge personnel to reduce speed. Engineer, what's the damage report?
The magnets hit our port side propeller. We're down to about 20% thrust on the steering, sir.
Visual on an iceberg at 12 o'clock! It's closing in fast!
Speeding iceberg? Really? What did I tell you about staring at the snow too long? It messes with your vision. Idiot! That's no iceberg! It's a fin! A massive one! Something's under the water!
A Leviathan!
Rigla, all systems engage. All units, report your status.
Water in main battery magazine! All watertight compartments are under pressure! Captain! We're going down!
Understood. For all these years, we have fought side by side with Triglav and the 3 frigates. Not once have these old girls let us down.
The menace must be desperate to stop our landing. Sending a Leviathan after us of all things.
Let them try. The Foundation will not be stopped at the Ross Sea. Triglav to operations. Initiating detonation of the onboard array.
Operations to Dida. Steer clear of the ice zone. Fall back to defense line A2.
You made your way here, through the Ross Sea. The front lines must have given you a grim taste of the war. The Manus won't let the Foundation set foot on Antarctica, not without the fight. The ritual is too important. They will stop at nothing to see it happen. So here's my offer. Reciprocity. As a gesture of good faith, allow me to share some intel on their movements with you first. There's a ruin of an ancient city deep in the heart of Antarctica. That is where the ritual will be held.
A ruin? Here?
Against that mountain, yes. But it isn't just any ruin. It's Manus Vindictae's stronghold. Rituals, preparations, high-level meetings. That is where they all happen. In order to secure the continent, they have fortified the coastlines, covering every possible landing point. The Order of Enlightenment is stationed at King Edward VII Peninsula. The Apostles' Brotherhood controls Mary Birdland. And the former Xeno Sentinel unit has deployed its forces along King George V coast. The terrain is already a natural fortress, but that wasn't enough for them. They have deployed a number of arcane-modified beasts, several Magnus and a Leviathan, if my intel is correct.
Oh, no way! A Leviathan? I heard you could sink Australia with one of those things.
Not anymore. The Triglav just blew it up and sank with it in the explosion. She was one of the Foundation's best battleships. A heavy price to pay to only reach a stalemate. If I were you, I wouldn't count on support from the Foundation forces. They are already spread thin, just holding the front line. You need a plan to complete your mission without their help. And if you are as smart as you hope you are, you will see that this map is your best shot at reaching the city without getting caught in their territory.
It all sounds too convenient, boss. We've got no clue what she's really up to.
Fair enough. But know that the Admiral has ordered the coastline be sealed. I can't let you pass, at least not without a deal. Whatever your purpose is, you won't make it further without some assistance.
Fine.
Seriously?
I'm meeting with the Timekeeper at the site of the ritual.
Ah, brilliant.
What's the Timekeeper doing there?
I'm not saying another word until you remove these cuffs.
You think you're in a position to bargain?
Bargain? You were the one suggesting reciprocity. Hardly seems reciprocal to keep us locked up, don't you think? We really are here because of a song. The record is the key to everything. In 1995, before the world was afflicted with the storm, this record, along with its arcane record player, was sent into space aboard the Regulus Space Telescope, serving as the power source of the satellite. For 12 years, it took pictures and transmitted them back to Earth. Then, in 2007, the satellite crashed near Aldeburgh, destroying everything but this record in the process.
2007. That would have been 1966, right after the Sixth Storm.
Precisely. A rock music enthusiast from that era found the record and later brought it to Laplace. She is now a member of the Timekeeper squad. The last image transmitted from the satellite was time-stamped April 16, 2007. Even after the storm sent everything back, the satellite's timeline kept moving forward.
Are you saying that the satellite crossed the storm? How?
We believe it's because of this record. It's the only material that has been proven to be immune to the storm. In our previous experiments, it reduced the severity of the storm syndrome afflicting one of our researchers and slowed its progression on me.
Wait, what?
But those results were from small-scale isolated tests. We've never tried it in a real storm. Since replicas of the record haven't demonstrated the same immunity as the original, we've developed an upgraded amplifier system for it. Now, when played on our upgraded player, this record can create an immunity zone with a 2.5-mile radius. But the immunity isn't permanent. We found that the element Regulus in the record is consumed every minute it plays. At best, we're looking at 12 minutes of protection with this original copy. If Manus Vindictae succeeds in triggering another storm with their ritual, this record may be our last line of defense. That's why I brought it here. And that's why I need to get it to the Timekeeper. Should the worst happen, at least we can minimize the damage. And I'll be able to see how it works during an actual storm. An invaluable boon to our research.
Sounds like Laplace has made remarkable progress since the Equilibrium umbrella. I have to say, I'm impressed.
So, there it is. All my cards on the table. What have you got for us?
The actual location of the ritual is in a sanctuary hidden in the heart of that mountain behind the city ruins.
First a city, now a sanctuary. Boss, she's got to be messing with us.
I am telling the truth. There is a tunnel in the city that leads into the mountain. Only the chosen are allowed through. And you can bet that the tunnel will be heavily guarded. .5 miles of immunity, you said?
That's right. I'll need to know the size of the city and the length of the tunnel to figure out the best placement for the record.
I have an idea. The mountain's interior is hollow. The sanctuary sits right in the heart of it. It used to be an active volcano, but it hasn't erupted for centuries. The elevation of the volcano is 11,616 feet. That's just under 2.2 miles.
Boss, it's not exactly easy to tell what you're thinking, you know. Surely you're not taking her seriously, are you?
Scaling the mountain isn't going to be easy. I have marked the dangerous areas on this map. Try to avoid them when planning your route. Before you go, let me make one thing clear. This is just my advice. Whether you take it or not is up to you. If just the two of you go up the mountain, you may keep yourselves out of the enemy's sides, but it will be highly dangerous. There will be no saving you if something goes wrong.
Of course. We'll weigh our options before we make a move.
Good. Keep your head on straight, soldier.
So, just like that, you're letting us walk out of here? With the record and a map? You call it reciprocity. But what's in it for you?
Arcana's death hasn't weakened Manus Vindictae. In fact, they have kept the Foundation very busy, taking different names and causing chaos around the world. They rallied their followers, journeyed across the globe, and set the stage for their ritual on this barren land. And all right under everybody's noses. They planned every step, but you just barged in here with nothing but a record and an idea. If you were my soldiers, I would have thrown you out of my camp by now. That said, I would rather see the storm end than see you fail.
Well then, thank you for your help. Why don't you come with us?
Me?
Look, we may be rushing in there like a couple of idiots, But if this works, if it really stops whatever scheme the Manus are brewing, don't you want to see it for yourself?
It doesn't matter what I want. I have orders.
Oh, I knew this wouldn't exactly be a Sunday stroll. But I didn't think we'd literally be carving our own trail through the wilderness. Boss, at this rate, the world will be an absolute bedlam by the time we reach the top.
Hold on. Let me check the map the lieutenant gave me.
Lieutenant Muldia. As grateful as I am that she set us free, which I absolutely am, I have to say, this isn't exactly the type of freedom I imagined. Who's there? Ouch!
Penguins? Here?
Hey, give that grenade back! No interference, right, boss? I mean, you're not going to make me fight a penguin, are you? Look at their little faces.
All members of the Sentinel Unit Antarctic Advance Party, attention! Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Rookie guard, check. Awakened researcher with a fish tank for a head, check. Mr. Ulrich, allow me to apologize for the shock my jets have given you. They're jumpier than a spring cricket at the moment. A lot of them just lost some dear friends of theirs after getting back from Florida. Brutal, really.
Penguins? In Florida?
And a squirrel? In Antarctica?
Not just any squirrel. You're looking at a sergeant, Missy. Sergeant Buddy Fairchild, reporting for duty. We've been waiting here on account of the lieutenant's order. I've been tasked with being your official Antarctic guide. And it's a good thing, too, because you sure ain't gonna find no one else to guide you around these parts.
The lieutenant? You mean Moldia?
Mm-hmm. Sure is shooting. Her message came in earlier today. Told me you're fixing to scale that there mountain. Gave me the job of getting you there.
Oh dear! I could kiss you!
So, Sergeant Fairchild, you and these, troops are under Muldear's command.
Let's skip the pleasantries, shall we? The lieutenant's orders were as clear as the day is long. If you really want to help your friends and save the world, then we better get your behinds up that mountain quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof and get that record playing. Now let's get moving before the Menace get their ritual going.
Save the world? I had no idea she thought so highly of us.
Now let's see here. Mountain ain't no Everest, but it sure is a storm in July to be a tough climb for y'all big and tall ones. Well, can't never could. Buckle up, folks. I don't want to see no bodies tumbling down the mountain. You hear?
All right, I'll handle the tech support. Decode complete. The perfect solution. That doesn't sound good.
Come on, pals! Let's make a scene. We're the best of buds. It's hell of a great outdoors.
That doesn't sound good.
Come on, pals! Let's make a scene. Boom! Take care, pal.
That doesn't sound good.
I'll get ya.
A perfect algorithm. One that can only exist in theory.
3, 2, 1, charge!
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
Brand new home and a whole new world to discover. So what took the Foundation so damn?
I see. Thank you, Mr. Ulrich. This is exactly the information we needed. If everything's gone to plan, the Foundation spy should already be in Antarctica. But they haven't made contact with us yet. It seems we won't be getting any more intel on the ritual from them anytime soon. Are you certain? All right. If you've thought it through, I won't stand in your way. Just be careful, Mr. Ulrich. Mr. Ulrich? Signal's gone. I can't tell if it's an issue on his end or ours. Still, we got what we needed. The ritual will take place in a sanctuary, hidden in the volcano at the edge of the city ruins.
That means we'll need to cross the city to get there. Perhaps it's best to report back to the Foundation and wait for reinforcements before going deeper.
I'm afraid comms are down.
Could be another trick by Manus Vindicte, like the unnatural day-night cycle here. Timekeeper, maybe we should fall back. Get out of here, fix the communicator, and call for support.
That would be the safest choice.
but according to Mr. Ulrich, the Foundation is tied up on the front lines. I doubt they'd be able to come to our aid in time. Besides, with every passing minute, we fall that much further behind Dr. Dorez. I suggest we stay here and search the area. Perhaps we'll find something to point us in the right direction.
Well, there are no immediate signs of danger. It should be safe to look around. But before we proceed, should we escort Miss Amundsen back to the research station? There's a high probability that we'll come into conflict with the Manus now that we're so close. She'd be safer there.
Go back? After all this? These ruins, they're the only thing that has kept me going. No, I can't turn back now. I can't.
It's okay, Sonato. Nautica can come with me. We'll just look around the city's perimeter. You have my word.
All right. Please be careful.
Then I can take some samples, right? Maybe even dig a little?
Yes, but please keep an eye out for anything suspicious while you work. The Manus might be closer than we think. Oh, and before you go, let me enhance the warming incantation on you.
Did we fall into a trap? Is everyone all right?
My arm.
Timekeeper, are you injured?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
The ground was probably already caved in. We must have stepped on the thin layer of ice left behind. This happened back home once.
Looks like we've fallen into some underground part of the city ruins. No signal here either. We need to get back to the surface and contact the Foundation as soon as possible. This is...
Black algae! Careful. It's slippery, remember? You need to walk around it.
I've been meaning to ask. What is black algae exactly?
Ose, my team's arcanobiologist, was the first to notice it. It looks like algae, but it's actually a hybrid of an ancient fungus, and I think some kind of fibrous plant. Luckily for me, she found that they were edible. This is what I ate after I ran out of food at the station. But there's so much of it here. Look at the pattern. It looks like they've grown all the way from the foot of the volcano. This algae grows very fast and very violently. I saw one grow by a few dozen meters overnight. It's no wonder they can crack open ice and make those earthquakes happen.
Perhaps it's a new type of arcane material. I imagine there'd be quite a debate over its classification.
Alright, let's just watch where we step. Nautica, do you have any idea where we are?
Oh, I think I do. I listened in on your conversation over the comm and filled in a few gaps on my map based on what your colleague said. Let's see. The ritual sanctuary is here, at the far end of the city, inside the dormant volcano.
Manus Vindictae will surely have that area heavily guarded.
And outside the sanctuary entrance, there's this. A kind of circular clearing. Probably one of their daily ritual sites. And this is where we are, at the outskirts of the ruins. Just look at it. This ancient city. From here, all the way up to the foot of the volcano. It's incredible. Just imagine all the secrets and answers hidden away within these walls.
If we're going to find out anything about Manus Vindictae's ritual, the answers will be in this city. Stay close, everyone. Let's head back to the exit of the labyrinth first.
Vertin! Vertin! Come look at this! A peridotite stone bed, a nice stone table and chairs. Someone used to live here. It's so stark, even for life in Antarctica. Do you think this is where those masked snow monsters live?
I can't say for sure, but the owner wasn't exactly subtle about their interests. This is an alchemist's chamber.
This manuscript was written by the great Paracelsus, whose river of verses quenches our thirst for an endless life, and whispers the secret of the fountain of youth. Transcribed by... Cavendish. I can only make out the surname.
The Fountain of Youth? What else does it say?
There are just a few verses and illustrations.
Paracelsus. Why does that name ring a bell?
6th grade, 2nd semester, History of Alchemy, Week 1. The Life of Paracelsus. He was a pioneer in ancient alchemy and medicine. Legend has it that he invented a potion that could revive the dead.
Revive the dead. There was an array in Tuesday's motel, which the Foundation confirmed to be part of a resurrection ritual. And here in Manus Vindictae City, there's a manuscript about a revival potion. Perhaps this is what their ritual is for. To bring back the dead. And the only person they'd go to such lengths to bring back is... Arcana.
But what's Dr. Doris's part in all this?
That's still unclear.
But if Manus Vindictae needs her to complete their ritual, we're on borrowed time. I'm afraid waiting for reinforcements is no longer an option. We have to go through the city. Now, Sonetto.
Agreed. The situation may be more urgent than we thought. We can't afford to linger any longer. Miss Amundsen, there's been a change of plan. We're entering the city. We'll do everything we can to keep you safe, but there's no guarantee we'll... Miss Amundsen?
You were right, Friere. The tales are true. The Mother Spirit is here, at the southernmost edge of the world. This is her resting place. The first age ends. The tolling bells are rung. Before the last, a mournful dirge is sung. Alas, where will our bones be laid to rest? O Mother, let us lie upon your breast. Burton, here, this place! Oh, this is the place I've been searching for! Huh? Look, here, beneath the surface of this rock. Feel it. It looks like chalcedony, right? But it's much heavier. This rock is totally unique to Antarctica. It's never been seen anywhere else. We call it Rock of the Blank Era. This is the exact same rock Friere and I studied. 3 years ago, we ran a carbon dating test on the rock samples my grandfather brought back from Antarctica. When we ran the test on this rock, we found something strange. It was pointing to an era that didn't exist in any geological record. None of the other samples matched that strange era. We looked for other evidence, but we found nothing. No fossils, no minerals, no records. But then, when we couldn't think any longer, our folktales suddenly came to mind, and it all started to make sense. Our book, Tales of the Mother Spirit, led me here, to the end of the earth. It guided me to these ruins, to this very rock.
I see what you're saying, and I'm sure there's more to discover through this rock. But isn't it a little too soon to link it to your tale?
I'm sure of it. This is the place. It's just like Matu said, this is where the Mother Spirit rests. There is no doubt. If I can bring more samples back to the lab, we might be able to figure out the connection between the Mother Spirit and the Blank Era. We can finally find out what it was like.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I point something out? It's getting very cold in here. I can feel my resistance starting to drop.
Burton! A monster!
Don't provoke it. There's a chance it might just leave us be.
Anyone offer your seat to the senior?
Mastercraft. It's newly made this year.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
You don't want to miss it. Ouch! Got you.
The ground. It's opening up.
Watch your step.
We've done a good job. Now, may I have a hand towel?
Timekeeper, are you alright?
Alive and well. And you? Where's Nautica?
She didn't fall through with us. She's still up there, alone.
I don't hear any movement above us. Perhaps she's found a place to hide. Miss Radio, could you get her on the comm?
I'm trying.
Is that girl with you?
Huh?
You're a tricky one to track, Timekeeper. I'm ever so glad you've made it this far into the continent. I'll admit, I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone from the Foundation here. But oh, what a pleasure it is that you, of all people, would be the one to show up.
Grace? Is that you? No. Who are you really? Kayla from the ranch? Captain Grace of the Free Breeze? Or
just a familiar stranger? Who would ask a common moth its name? Who would even notice if it weren't drawn to the flames?
So many lives have been lived through me. So many names taken. Cecily, Kayla, Grace. I've been them all. Yet never quite been any of them.
so which one are you now? What's your goal here?
No need to get worked up. About Dr. Doris, or rather, Miss Erd. I have the final piece of the puzzle that will lead you to her.
Lieutenant.
What is it, Sergeant?
With all due respect, what are we doing here?
We're on standby.
Standby for what?
To capture any Foundation soldiers that make it to the shore.
Then what about the ones we already captured? Why are we only holding the run-of-the-mill seamen? The other two could have been useful, but we just...
Those two? Hardly. What can an awakened researcher and a rookie guard do in Antarctica? Holding them would be a waste of resources. Where is Danilov? Tell him to meet me at the helicopter.
Stop sneaking up on me like that.
Gotcha. Some things never change, huh? Still as jumpy as you were when you were a kid.
Come on, cut it out. I'm a captain now, you know? Not some kid. What do you want? Did the lieutenant send you?
Yep. She wants you over at Canis Minor. Lucky you. Getting to stretch your legs while the rest of us have to sit here, idling away the hours.
Guess that's how it is these days. Everything still seems foggy.
Tell me about it. I thought Brazil was tough, but this is worse. Sometimes it takes more courage to stick to a choice than to make one. I think someone might be struggling with that.
You should know better than to doubt our leadership, White Gloves.
Sure, but what if they start doubting each other? What if the Admiral's steering us one way and the Lieutenant another? You saw how the Lieutenant let that Foundation researcher go. Didn't that bother you?
I trust them both, no matter what. A urate issue might just be a pedal problem, you see. In this case, either the rudder pedal has loosened, which is affecting the responsiveness of the tail rotor, or the tail blades were damaged by the impact.
I see. Let me take a look. Что было, то и будет. This is more complicated than I thought.
I would be surprised if you managed to fix it in one go. Aircraft can be tricky. Took me 2 full years back at the academy to pass theories of flight mechanics, and even longer to really get the hang of it.
I remember. Your teacher called me in 3 times because of the extreme frustration and concern about your grades.
I'm just glad I didn't call father. That would have been the end of me. You know, I don't see you using your arcane skill much these days.
Well, there is not much use for it, really. Bullets and medicine are 1,000 times more useful on the battlefield.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Do you want some space?
No, it's fine. You're fine. We just need to get this helicopter fixed as soon as possible. Can you run another check? There was a blockage in the system that stopped my arcane energy from flowing through. Maybe the issue isn't as simple as just the pedal or blade.
Got it. I'll take another look.
That blockage. I just couldn't push past it. Did I follow the wrong circuit? Or did I just do the whole thing wrong?
I wouldn't overthink it if I were you. And stop underestimating your arcane skill. It saved us more times than I can count. Frozen prosthetics, broken casts, ripped tents. Hell, you've been fixing our guns since we were kids. There's nothing wrong with your power. We all appreciate it a lot more than you think. Did you get the adoption form when you were little too, Lieutenant?
You mean the...
Yeah. Mine came after my parents died in 1999. Even now, I still don't know what happened that day. When they brought me the death notice, they handed me an adoption form along with it. It was from Admiral Igor. At first I hated the idea. I didn't want anyone to take my father's place.
But you signed it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I did. Because I needed to know what my parents gave their lives for. And the man they fought beside. I've never regretted it. I'm proud of where I am, proud of everyone in this army. Not because we're the best soldiers Xenos ever had. I mean, I'm sure they definitely don't think that now. No. I'm proud because we're more than just an army. We're family. We Storm Orphans grew up together, trained together, fought side by side. We trust each other like we trust ourselves. Hell, maybe even more so. I know Father hasn't told us everything, but maybe that's for the best. The less everyone knows about his plan, the better. But no matter what, I will follow you and the Admiral to the very end. Whether it's flying a fighter into the Foundation headquarters or waiting here until the spring. I believe in him. I believe that he can take us home. And I believe in you, sister.
Thank you, Captain Danilov. Our current mission is to wait here. Those are our orders. Let's be sure we see them through.